This is 3 News Daily.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Daily on your Tuesday, September 5th. Thank you for being with us here in Northeast Ohio. I'm Stephanie Haney. And we start today in Solon, where police are asking for the public's help to find this missing girl. 12-year-old Kinley Hubbard was last seen at her home on Navajo Trail early this morning. She was carrying a lavender purple backpack. Anyone with information on Kinley's whereabouts is asked to please call Solon police. Now to Maple Heights, where a man was arrested for the death of his pregnant sister and her husband, both killed by gunfire at a Labor Day picnic at Stafford Park yesterday afternoon. Police arrested the woman's brother, who they say targeted them. A 13-year-old was also grazed by a bullet, but is expected to be okay. Now to an update in Alliance on an officer-involved shooting from Sunday afternoon. Police say they received a call that a man was holding a knife to a woman's throat inside an apartment. When police responded, the man barricaded himself in a bedroom and refused to drop the knife. An Alliance police officer shot the man, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigations is now looking into the incident. In Cleveland, police have made an arrest after a pickup truck slammed into an apartment complex on Fulton Road on Sunday night. The truck crashed through a wall of an apartment, trapping a 7-year-old boy. That boy is now in the hospital with serious injuries. His mom and brother were also home, but they were not hurt. That crash is now being investigated. And we go back to Solon now, where someone drove a car into a Circle K gas station at the intersection of Aurora Road and Cochran Road. Police say a customer who was inside the store was taken to the hospital after being injured. The customer is expected to be okay. The driver of the car was cited for failure to control their vehicle. That gas station is closed for now, and police are still investigating this crash as well. Now, new today, Cleveland city leaders and other officials held a press conference to announce the results of a summer violent crime reduction initiative. The initiative was part of a 3-month program in partnership with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Through the partnership, 59 people were arrested for possession of illegal firearms and also narcotics charges. In addition to the arrest, the U.S. Attorney's Office says a total of 240 guns were seized during the operation. All right, it's been 2 weeks now since Strongsville teen Mackenzie Shirilla was sentenced to prison for murder. This is after crashing a car into a building at more than 100 miles per hour, intentionally killing her 2 passengers, her boyfriend, 20-year-old Dominic Russo, and her friend, 19-year-old Davian Flanagan. Now, in Davian's memory, his family has started a scholarship fund in the hopes of helping others complete the dreams that Davian never got to. Our Kai Torque has the story from Strongsville.
Now we can start remembering Davian in the other ways, in the ways that we want to remember him. You know, that night, that day, that was just one little sliver of our son's life.
At 19 years old, Davian Flanagan was tragically murdered in a car crash. One of 2 passengers intentionally killed at the hands of Mackenzie Shirilla, who drove into a building at 100 miles per hour in July 2022. With the high-profile trial now wrapped up, his parents, Jamie and Scott, are honoring their son through a scholarship fund. Davian's dream was to become a barber and someday start his own barber shop. Even though he could never fulfill his dream, his family has started the scholarship to help others go to barber school to keep the dream going.
He would be honored.
He would be absolutely honored.
Yeah, he would love this.
It was always on his heart to just give love to people. So the fact that we're doing a scholarship in his honor and helping people further themselves in life, he would be so blown away by that. Yeah. He would love it.
The plan is to send at least 1 person to barber school fully paid, but if their GoFundMe campaign raises enough money, they'll be sending people to school for years to come.
Making something hopeful and hopefully beautiful, potentially, out of the ashes of this whole awful situation. We miss our son terribly, but we can't have him back. And this is just a way for us to try to shine some hope.
Kai Torque, 3 News.
Thank you for that, Kai Tor. Now, in other news, a big talker today is the weather. It's so hot today that Parma and Bedford City school districts are closed. We're going to get a check of your weather coming up on 3 News at 4, and then our weather team will tell us how long this heat wave is expected to last. We do still have a little bit of summer left. All right, now to your entertainment news. Live performances on America's Got Talent are back tonight right here on NBC. And singer Summer Rios from Brunswick is set to take the stage. Now, her day job is working at Pizza Hut, and she's got about 500,000 followers on TikTok. She says being on AGT has been an absolute dream.
Poison myself again, something in the orange tells me you're never coming home.
Now, 10 other acts will also perform live tonight, and then 2 performers from tonight's show will move on to the finale. There will be a watch party at Niners Diner and Pub in Brunswick tonight, so people can hopefully cheer Summer on to the next round. Now, speaking of seeing people, places, and things from Northeast Ohio live on your TVs, the gorillas at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo are going to be live streamed on Netflix. That starts on Thursday. It's a weekly 2-hour live stream, and it'll show the 5 adult gorillas and 2 babies from 10 a.m. until noon. Viewers will be able to help name the newest baby gorilla by voting via the Zoom's Instagram account. Voting starts this Thursday and ends September 12th. Now that right there is the U.S. Navy Ceremonial Guard Drill Team helping to kick off Cleveland Navy Week at the Great Lakes Science Center. 50 sailors are in town to promote the Navy and help out the community in partnership with the Cleveland Food Bank and Habitat for Humanity. They'll also be at Guardians games this week, and the Navy Band will play at the Rock Hall. Here's why they're here.
The idea and the mission of our Navy Weeks is to engage and increase awareness about what we do in the Navy. A lot of people don't know what we do, so we want to educate and increase the American public about what we do. So we bring the Navy to cities that don't get to see us a lot.
We've got a full schedule of Cleveland Navy Week events on our website. That's on WKYC.com, so head on out if you want to learn a little bit more about what the Navy is up to around the country. All right, thanks for being here for the day's edition of 3 News Daily. Whether you're watching on WKYC Plus, YouTube, Instagram, on your TVs, or listening on your favorite podcast platform, we appreciate you very much. Stay cool out there. We'll be back here tomorrow with more of what matters most to you in Northeast Ohio.